What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 60, I want to say 2 of my Total Warhammer 3 modded Kroq-Gar campaign. So as we saw last time, Kroq had himself a great little duel against Lokir Fellheart, who moved towards or near to Chiang here. I take it he sacked it as well, but that's just fine as long as our allies continue to maintain it. We've managed to keep them alive for now and hopefully just that little bit longer, though it is looking like Village might be taking out Jiao Ming's armies at the very least within the next couple turns. We shall see. This entire Cathian area is still very, very problematic. But anyway, in terms of what we gotta do this time, I do have a little bit of a manual battle to fight real quick here, as I doubt that this will be auto-resolvable. But I don't think that the enemy has any kind of chance in the actual fight, so yeah. Now you're a temporary lord, but we can still get you some buffs. Let's get you Obedience Brings Victory, Blade Master. Oh, this is all rank 10, eh? I should probably hold off on wasting too many points then. Let's get you just Reptilian Resilience then. Or I guess we could also combine Inspiring Presence with Obedience Brings Victory. Yeah, let's do that. And then don't bother any other points. Kiko Aka, you're here, and we, I believe, held on to your points because of reasons. Also, your perfect spawn, so pretty good. Alrighty, so then we'll have you move into Grimtop, and we'll have everybody else follow along, like so. Hopefully this all works out nicely. Okay, yeah, just wait, relax. It'll get there. All right, you're gonna move here, and you are going to go into, I guess, Battle March stance and move here as well. The increase in money for these smaller armies, at the very least, is pretty trivial. You, I guess, are going to pick up a plague, though. Damn. I was hoping that we could have moved one of them to take the Pterodon Riders from here. Not that this is a problematic plague, mind you, but nonetheless. Anyway, let's do this. I imagine, yeah, we can't auto-resolve it, but that's okay. Manual fight it is. I don't see how the enemy could possibly defeat our units here, especially at the Carnosaur riding perfect spawn. What could they possibly do? I guess in theory they might be able to try to kill the Kroq-Gar Ancient before the Carnosaur arrives, but I guess if we just keep back, we can always run off the field if that were to happen. Though I also don't think that the AI will be smart enough to even try it. Alrighty, so back here you go, and yeah, you can go back here and start battle. Let's see, will they try to approach us? Are they moving? I can't actually tell if they're moving or not. And oh, they are moving. Alright, okay, so yeah, that's a lot of Fellbats. I wonder, will the Fellbats go after you? Let's find out. Because you guys have nowhere to run. Alright, let's stop. We got a minute until the enemy arrives. If they go after you, I take it the Fellbats are faster than 110 and 110. Actually, about the same speed. Alright, here they all come. Okay, you can back off a little bit more then. Just wait for it. Just wait for it. There we go. Now we're on the field. Good luck killing these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Group up together, please. You all flyers keep getting away. And, you know, just turn off skirmish mode. I'm hoping the Fellbats will land. Skip it to max speed again. And they've landed. Beautiful. All right. Hover over. Oh, wow. We didn't need your help, really. I say to the flyers. All right. Just back off. The Fellbats are the only threat to the flyers. And as soon as they land, you can hover overhead and kill all those grave guys. No. Oh, well, damn. All right. You're going to keep running then. And turn on skirmish mode, I guess. You're going to keep running. All right. You need to kill these bats. I'll speed it back up once I know that this unit is safe, because it's pretty critical that the unit does survive. Alright, you guys just stay back. Stay back and maintain full HP. We can have the flyers do the damage. And yeah, it's stupid, but what can you do? It had to be fought. Alrighty, keep following them and keep moving around like so. And good. Bats rather are melting away. There we go, perfect. Back off this way. And time to do the damage. Alright, now. You go after these guys, you go after these guys. We're probably going to lose at least some of these things to Spirit Leeches, but once again, not a big deal. Actually, all of you can probably move together now and group up and hit that enemy. Let's start with the vampire and then move on to the necromancer. Because the vampire's using Spirit Leech unless I'm mistaken. Alright, everybody stay together. And then you help out. Oh, you've separated. Well, that's just fine. Alright, and you know what? You guys move like so. Get ready to drop those bombs. There we go. Very nice. And oh, I thought I told you to go after the necromancer. Alright, now I guess we can just watch the rest of this kind of a... I mean, I guess we could have done that from the start, but not a big deal. Not like it's really a battle worth fighting or anything. It just had to be done. How's that? Okay, would you please just go after the necromancer? I told you like 5 times. I really wish that there was a way to essentially lock in an order where the unit essentially keeps trying to do something until you tell it to stop. It would really help from units just constantly disengaging like they like to do. Alrighty, how are we looking here? Looks good in terms of HP. I guess the Reviv Crystal is going to take a little bit of damage, but that's hardly surprising. Alright, you guys have overhead, you guys have overhead. You just want a better angle. How's that necromancer looking? Is he dead yet? Nope, he's right now. You know what? All of you attack him now, because clearly Kikawaka doesn't want to. He's just getting distracted by everything. Oh, I'm surprised the one that's on the cold one is actually not getting a lot more hurt. Now, hopefully, they're all attacking the necromancer. In fact, I think everybody's just melting away at this point, so... Oh, we're looking good. Alright, necromancer is dead, speeded up to max, and battle is ours. I don't know what you're talking about, auto-resolve. We took basically no damage. And it certainly wasn't a close victory. Well, I guess these guys did lose their ammunition, but still, how would they have brought down our big boys? And they wouldn't have, is what I'm getting at. Alrighty, which leaves only one territory remaining to the Caravan of Roses, or Blue Roses. The more of these factions that we can clear out of this area, the better, so that we don't have to deal with them when the endgame scenario arrives. As we will probably have to contract our armies to our own territories in order to defend them from whichever endgame scenario we get. Alrighty, hey, an Armor of Fortune, nice pickup though. We are going to, I guess, occupy the place. I'm once again not 100% sure that we'll be bothering to keep these mountains. Featherfoe Torque will probably actually delete that, or turn it into another item, hopefully. Armor of Fortune, great pickup, but you're not going to be the one using it. And, oh, you didn't get the Plague. Well, that's just swell. Huh. Too bad we can't leave these guys, take them out of the province. We're actually also going to send them all to the Valley of the Horns. Valley of Horns, every time. A Valley of Horns, rather. In the hopes of being able to take it, hopefully before they go to Karak-Krakatan, as that would also be quite annoying. Alrighty, next up, I guess if we're doing a little manual battles, we could do another one here with Tic-Tac-Toe. I was thinking about auto-resolving it, but I don't trust the damage that we might take. So let's just do this one manually as well, mostly because the enemy stands absolutely no chance here. And that will hopefully reduce the casualties we take and allow us to find a better battle, hopefully against Village, depending on how he moves with Crocky, but otherwise, if not, against the Dark Elves or the Skaven of Clan Pestilence. I'd still really prefer to knock out both those factions this turn, but we shall see. Or this episode, rather. Alrighty, and start deployment. We're going over here as we like to do. You, Tic-Tac, and the Coatl are going to be a single group, and you're going to land on top of those walls as you like to do. Oh, you stay with the Coatl. They can't Vanguard deploy, unfortunately. I bet he doesn't give them the ability to do so. You're going to be group 2. You're going to sit back here and do nothing. Just hide and try not to die. You guys follow. Group 3. Group 4. And wait, I guess we'll put you forward like so and like so. And you guys, I guess, are also going to be forward like so. Okay, maybe not exactly like that, but close enough. And you guys are going to go up and destroy all the enemy towers. Alright, perfect. And go, 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 go. Alright, you're gonna take a few hits from the enemy towers. Oh, actually, we're not. The enemy isn't actually using them. Well, isn't that a shame? You guys go after the Plague Claws. You find the enemy lord and kill him. And actually, maybe go after... Oh, there's the lord. Alright, beautiful. And let's say... Turn off skirmish mode, mostly... Actually, I don't know why. It doesn't really matter whether we do or we don't. You guys go here. Let's have you guys go after that doom wheel, shall we? Alright. Looking good to me. And... Wait, they have a rocket, don't they? So we have to keep to the skies. Well, minus a few units, like the Xhotl assassins, who are busily Xhotling the enemy lord. That's what they like to do. Xhotl things. That's why they're Xhotls. You are going to attack the Doom Wheel. And everybody else can do whatever they damn well please. Alright, you guys, in fact, go here. Ooh, you know what? Let's get some casting going. You're gonna go here. Let's cast a... spell there. Is enemy lord dead yet? If he is, switch to that help hit A-bomb, please. And I guess we can also debuff it with a nice Curse of the Midnight Wind. I just want to make sure that the enemy have lost their towers and their most important stuff, at which point we will, let's see, do that. At which point we'll watch the rest of the battle. As once again, the enemy is no threat whatsoever. Let's pop a... Do we even need a spell? Probably not. Go up to that Hell Pit Abomination. I'd like to see it die. Same with the Doom Wheel. Alright, kill, kill, kill. I forget, does Tic-Tac-Toe have stand your ground? He does not. I guess we can pop the Quetzal. But the other stuff is irrelevant. Alright, looking good to me. Is that tower destroyed at this point? Is there another tower attacking us? I don't see. Oh, there's one back there. Go kill that. I guess we don't necessarily need to move all of these guys together, but hey, they're doing things. They're working. You guys. I don't know, go over here. Kill things. And you know what? Let's send a few of you guys over here as well to kill more things. Also go figure. Alright, how's that Hell Pit? Looks like it is gone. Let's cast, I don't know, maybe another basic use of our Midnight Wind, and then let's maybe pop a Comet of Cassandora just to speed up the Skaven being destroyed here. I should also probably get Tic-Tac-Toe out, actually. You want to pop Banishment right here, Tic-Tac? You are going to... lift off, take off, whatever. There we go. Comets come down, you guys do your thing, just back off a little bit. We don't want you to take too much in the way of damage, and it's not like we actually need to kill these guys off. How are we looking over here? It looks good, it looks good. The tower is done for, the artillery is done for. There's a few more units back there, but I think with that, we're pretty much able to just speed it up. In fact, you guys go after the Deathglow Bombardiers. And, oh, there's another tower attacking us. Oh, it managed to knock one of our birdies out. Rude. Where's the tower? Can't, oh, it's right here. It was hidden behind buildings, of course. Rude, but irrelevant. Because, let's see. Oh, these guys are coming back. Oh, I wonder if they spotted our Skink Chief. That could have been bad, I suppose. Alright, rest of you are looking good. Tic-Tac's landed again. Oh, he got hurt by something over there. Oh, what the heck is hurting him? Who's attacking him? Oh, Stormvermin with halberds. Yeah, oh, whoa, okay. Max speed off, please. You guys attack. You guys cover Tic-Tac-Toe's retreat. We need magic to be cast here as well. And, okay, no. Damn it. That's what happens when you get cocky. Can't forget that Tic-Tac-Toe's super fragile. Alright, there we go, he's out. Alright, no more fighting, Tic-Tac-Toe. You just leave it to the flyers. Honestly, we'd take less damage if we didn't commit him to the battle, but he just wants to fight, and I love the little guy, so I can't say no. Alright, the rest of you are done for. Man, it feels so weird to play at regular speed after you play at max speed. Alright, anybody else still alive? Xhotl, take out the rest of this. I really wish that Tic-Tac-Toe's thing, his, what's it called? His item wasn't the type of item that takes the place of the healing crystal. It's quite annoying that it is. What the heck, is there something still alive? What is happening? Oh, there's a unit of poison winds here. Alright, go kill that. Oh, of course, we just need to get near it. Alright, well, on the bright side, once we have enough favor of the old ones, we'll be able to get Tic-Tac-Toe his recovery. Well, a recovery trait, so he'll have at least some form of regeneration. He probably won't get a crazy amount of value out of it, mind you, and mostly because he doesn't have a crazy amount of HP in the first place. Yeah, I should probably just try to keep his caster near him so he can keep popping harmonic convergence on him. And because of the current cooldown reductions that we have, we can actually go overcast harmonic convergence and then regular cast harmonic convergence right after that one's over. Probably do it repeatedly as well. Alright, well, let's go, or the other way around, maybe non-overcast and then overcast? I don't know. Close victory, occupy. Ooh. It's tempting. Very tempting. We are going to be trading the place, we're not going to be keeping it. You know, if we're going to trade it, even though it's going to be worth less, I think we still sack it. Hopefully our allies still think it's worth their time. Isoko Rismate, you are the Skink Chief, and you are now on an Engine of the... No, an Ancient Stag. Regular Ancient Stag. But yeah, you can keep that. Take Castle Carcassonne now, please, and we will occupy it. And there we go. Province secured, Carcassonne. Not that once again we're keeping it. You can, I guess for now, go for alignment of crafting. I doubt that we'll be here for that long, but nonetheless. Actually, depending on whether you can reach Quenelle or not, we might be, so we might be able to heal off a little bit more than we did there. Anyway, that, I believe, is it for the armies, unless I'm mistaken, which means we just have buildings, Diplo, and then, or any recruitment that we still need to do, though I'm not sure that there is any. And then we can end the turn, and hopefully get that, or hunt down village or somebody. Hunt somebody down. And just to double check, I want to double check the Skink Chiefs and the Oracles. We have that other Kroq-Gar leader, humble and intelligent, but you can't middle Skink Oracles because they're too expensive, as I've already noted many a time. Perceptive and knowledgeable. Oh, these are both terrible. Although considering you're such a low level, maybe knowledgeable is worth our time. Because I was going to put you into Talashbok's army. Maybe it is worth it. 20%. Yeah, at least he'll level up faster. Let's do that, and then we'll pop you into Talashbok's army. In fact, well, I actually don't know which way Talashbok is moving, but we'll see. Both of you are going to go to his army, which means that Pragiol, and you need to make space, which means, I guess we're going to take one of the Saurus Spears away. Like so. He can have 3 spears and then 4... regular. 1 to be the center, the tip of the spear, and then the other 2 to maintain the flanks while these guys are between them. Alright, makes sense to me. Also, Tashbok, are you able to switch stances? Alas, you are not. Okie dokie. Let's see about those buildings then. Let's start from the bottom this time. Okay, well, maybe not this far. Still don't care that much about Nobler country, and it is still perfectly tradable. Anything that is liable to get destroyed, we're going to be somewhat ignoring. We could upgrade Def Gorge, but once again, I'm not entirely sure that we'll bother keeping it. Miragliano, however, we will, and we probably want defenses. Though, anything short of a dozen full stacks, well, okay, fine. They'll need 2 full stacks to take it even in its current state. So I'm not sure that it's worth the money right now. I'd rather make more money from bigger and better provinces, which means maybe I should have started at the top. Let's get another force wall here at the Black Pyramid, however, in case the endgame scenario is the Undead Ascension? No. The thing that makes the Black Pyramid one. Let's also get force walls at Sartosa as well, as I'd prefer not to lose that. Monument of Thunder, Coastal Province. Ugh. You know what, let's keep it at level 1 for now. Marks of the Old Ones, we'll upgrade you, and we'll also get the Skink Favelas. Jungle Webs, or Jungle of Webs, so let's get that growth. Awakening. You're not such a super critical area that I would want to waste so much money on you at the current time. What's the cost here? 6.7. It would enable us to build a geomantic web, but meh. It's not a big province, so I feel like it's not worth our time at the current time. Zahutek, you're not a coastal province, so we can build Skink Favelas here. Broken Teeth. Bitter Bay. You are a coastal province, but you're in a place where you're pretty much unlikely, if even possible, to get attacked by anybody other than Kairos, and we'll be taking Kairos out ourselves, so shouldn't be an issue. Let's go money, let's go growth, let's go money, let's go growth. Lovely. Turtle Isles, what do we have here? Oh, right. We're still going to completely swap out everything here eventually. I guess we don't need the spawn pools of the Braves here. You can keep the Sacred Spawning Caverns. We're at 13 out of 17 on those units of Scarvets. Could get walls at the Sentinels of Xhotl, though if we move an army up this way, it won't matter. Because nobody will ever attack the place again, so maybe we'll hold off on it. Alright, let's go for Iron Mine and Forester's Barrios here. Let's also get Kroq-Gar Labor District, and might as well get the Grand Plaza. Alright, finally, places where it's pretty clear what exactly it is that we have to build. Guanji Valley. Well, I guess we could double up on the wood then. Hey. Okay, for a second I thought it wasn't actually buildable, but it very much is. Tarantula, are you in danger of getting destroyed? You kind of are, by WULFHART, so I think we're not going to invest too much in you until that is done. Kayaks, you will probably want to get a geomantic web, but let's start with the Cold One Monument, and we'll probably replace one of these buildings with the web afterwards. Same with all of these military buildings. And that's it, or at the very least that's it in terms of all the money that we have. So, let's skip the rest of this, and then we'll end the turn, and we'll see if we can't find us a village or somebody else to hunt down. Oh, before I forget, you are no longer needed because you found these guys. I mean, I guess we could send you down here to scout. You only cost us 150 gold per turn. Just to see if there are armies heading our way. Nah, maybe. Maybe we'll have uses for you like that. Alrighty, now we're ready to end the turn. Let's actually send the camera to Kroqy, though I'm willing to bet that, as usual, the camera will be sent elsewhere immediately. Yeah. Farak, who is going to move Really? I don't even remember doing that. I might have selected him and then accidentally clicked somewhere. Musterer for Recruiter Locke. Well, he's certainly a good recruiter. And goes to Pahwaks. You want us to get a defensive alliance? No, but let's keep getting friendlier. And friendlier and friendlier until we can ally. What do we have here? Swamp to... Oh, right, we were going to give that up, and we will continue giving it up. Slanesh giggle. Must Dread? Probably not. As in, probably not going to attack us. Alright, yeah, Mazdamundi's a little bit in trouble, but as soon as the set turn ends, his army will be complete. Which means we're sending it north. It's going to take like 5, probably 6 turns to get there. But as soon as it's there, he's going to start retaking everything. There's the war. Alright, we've been waiting for that one. Fortunately, we will... we will probably lose a territory, maybe, or 2. And... oh, what the heck? That's why this looks weird. There we go. While we might lose, or will lose a territory or 2, and these guys are mostly done with what they're doing, we should be able to move back up to WULFHART's territory immediately. So I'm glad that he waited just long enough. Alright, he's going to... Pyrrhic victory? Pyrrhic victory? I doubt it. Huh. I think this is actually lying in our favor, because how would we... How would we reach the mortars, who would probably do a lot of damage? You know what? Well, if this is a Pyrrhic victory, that means either way, whether the enemy wins or not, this sounds like a good battle, so we're definitely going to fight it. Here we go, cinematically. Alrighty, now this is most definitely going to be interesting. Oh, I like the Lizardmen structures. Are these like pieces of collapsed gates of some sort? They look like they used to be like a circular structure, and we even have pieces of them down here. I wonder what these were for. Maybe part of the geomantic web or something? Lizards don't only like skylights, maybe they use those for something as well. I wonder why they're all collapsed. You'd think that there would be at least one and that is still standing, or maybe it was something to do with the old ones and is just very early construction, i.e. The oldest construction. But anyway, here we go. This is, well, it's probably going to be a difficult fight. This is also, I believe, the first time that we're seeing the tier 4 magic towers in this campaign. We haven't seen a lot of minor settlement defenses, though we did see that one in the We did see that one in the Dragon Isles. But anyway, the enemy has surprised us, and if we had a Carnosaur Lord to immediately summon at level 20 here, this would be a lot easier, but alas, we do not. So in terms of how we've set this up here, we are going to try to defend the center, mostly because it has 2 towers attached to it, and I figured we want to make use of these ramps as well as the towers that overlook them. We are going to, or we have deployed pretty much all of our forces with the exception of the 2 chameleon skinks over on this side, because most of the enemy are deployed here, and it looks like all of their cavalry, including 3 Empire Knights, are all deployed here as well. So we want to do our best to destroy this portion of the enemy army as it is the strongest, and then hopefully destroy the others piecemeal if we can manage to do it. I'm not entirely sure. Otherwise, we have our 2 chameleon skinks who are obviously hidden and are going to wait until the enemy peels away with its infantry and its missile infantry from those mortars, and then obviously hunt down and kill those mortars before they can do too much damage with the artillery. Really, if the enemy had deployed the mortars here, it would have been better for them, though I suppose at the end of the day we would have done the exact same thing and then gone around them with our chameleon skinks. This ramp is where the battle will be, well, maybe not decided, but, well, it's gonna be a big portion of the battle. So we've set this up with our tanky Feral Basti, who is going to move to the top of the ramp and blunt the enemy's charge, essentially taking it for the tame, while the enemy takes damage from the missiles. Once the enemy's charge has failed, we will charge our own Kroq-Gars into the fray once the enemy is blobbed up here, and then continue hitting them from every direction with all of our missile infantry. Alright, that's the plan. Let's see if it works out. Hopefully the enemy is brave enough to actually move up on the move up the ramp, because they're a little bit hesitant right now. They know that something's waiting up there. Maybe they can see the Pterodon Riders hovering overhead, and we're obviously going to save the bombs of the Pterodon Riders. Hopefully if we can force this entire blob to blob up like right here together at once, then we can bomb them all at the same time. Tower, the tier 4 tower hasn't been impressing me so far. It's quite inaccurate by the looks of it. Yeah, it takes quite a while to hit anything as well. I guess I was trying to hit one of the Knights units there. Well, hopefully once the enemy is engaged, we'll be able to do that. Alrighty, well, it looks like the enemy has charged its infantry forth. Not only its infantry or melee infantry, but missile infantry as well. Handgunners moving in with halberdiers, as well as Sigmarite warriors. We are, however, hitting them with plenty of javelins and blowguns from our skink skirmishers. The charge has by and large been blunted, or at least blunted enough so that the Kroq-Gars are now going to move into the fray and start wrecking those knights, while once again the enemy continues taking hits in the side from javelins and from blowguns. There we go. And while the enemy is blobbed up like this, hopefully the tower can dish out a little bit more damage. Alright, looks like some nice hits there. Not too bad. And here come the Pterodon Riders. Now that the enemy is nice and blobbed up for us, these may not be Fire Leech bolas, but they do still carry those bombs, so here they come. And bombs away. Let's watch those HP bars. Let's see how much damage this does. Alright, looks pretty good. The 2 handgunners basically got deleted, losing about half their HP, and then the Knights also took some decent amounts of damage as well. It looks pretty worth it to me. Now we're going to move the Pterodon Riders away so that they don't take hits from our own tower, or, well, actually the tower wouldn't hurt them, or at least our own missile troops, and they're going to start hitting enemies in the back to further, hopefully, reduce their leadership. And there we go. Alrighty, looks like we're holding the ramp fairly admirably. The enemy's having a very tough time getting through all of these Kroq-Gars, and as usual, the skink cohorts and the skirmishers are doing fairly well. Well, that's at least, yeah, 6k on the cohorts and 3.5 on the skirmishers. Makes sense, because obviously the skirmishers aren't going to do all that much damage, generally speaking. Over on this side, we have managed to destroy one of the enemy mortars, and the other one is about to get attacked by the other unit of chameleon skinks. The enemy did try to rush forward a unit of halberdiers, but 2 of our units of skink skirmishers that we did keep back have managed to destroy them with the help of a tier 1 tower, which has been firing its basic arrows at them this entire time. We did have to keep units back here because of this settlement location, this capture plot, victory plot, whatever it's called, it gets taken. The towers that we have all get destroyed. Marcus WULFHART rather has also moved into the settlement, and the tower is targeting him. He's kind of just standing there shooting arrows at our skink skirmishers, but I suppose that works just fine for us. It looks like we have managed to hold on to the ramp. Another unit of knights tries to charge through and does manage to bypass the Kroq-Gars briefly, though it now is getting wrecked by skirmishers, and the Kroq-Gars now to their front, and the javelins to the back and whatnot. Ooh, you almost got away, buddy, but that was one too many javelins, and you got ragdolled down that ramp. It looks like a few of the enemy knights will come back, but hopefully our flyers can harass them enough to drive them off again. We will be keeping at least a couple units here, but the others are going to be moving towards Marcus WULFHART, who is currently fighting off a skirmisher unit, or 2 skirmisher units, and a unit of chameleon skinks. He does have, as I recall, fairly strong missile resistance at 40% plus 16% ward save, so they're not going to do anything crazy to him, but he will get whittled down. Yeah, 5 HP by 5 HP, he will get whittled down. In the meantime, our Kroq-Gars are also charging, bypassing the enemy Sigmarite Disciples, and going for the enemy handgunners here to protect our fragile skirmishers. While the Kroq-Gars deal with these guys, our Stegodon, who is quite tanky as we know, is going to try to hold these Sigmarite Disciples in place and prevent them from really achieving anything. It looks like the 3rd mortar, the only mortar still left on the field, is now firing, but we're going to counteract that with moving one of our units of flyers to it and forcing them into melee to just prevent the crew from being able to achieve anything. Over here we've managed to catch a unit of crossbows with the rest of our range units, so the javelineers and skirmishers together shouldn't have any kind of trouble ripping a unit of crossbows apart. There we go. Losing HP much faster than Marcus did, that's for certain. And it looks like they're going to try to escape up that ramp, but I'm not sure it's gonna work out. I think it's a little bit too late for that. And these are obviously units that have peeled away from the ramp defense. Alrighty, Marcus, not looking so hot there for your army. The bounce power is still only slightly in our favor, but he has lost about 2/3 of his army at the current time, whereas we've lost only about 130-something troops. Not so bad. Looks like another halberdier unit did manage to come in through this minor supply location, run down this ramp, and hit the chameleon skinks in the back, which is a little bit unfortunate. They are starting to take damage. On the bright side, though, our skink priest or skink chief rather, has joined the fray as well and is now hitting Marcus together with this tower and the remaining unit of skink skirmishers, which means, even though these two are having a bit of a shootout, the skink chief should come out ahead just by virtue of us having numbers on our side. There we go, and it looks like with that Marcus is going to rout, and we are going to give chase to him. This should be a massive morale blow to the rest of his army, and it looks like most of the enemy units are in pretty bad shape. The Feral Stegodon has also managed to hold the line against the Sigmarite Disciples, losing half its HP, but preventing them from achieving anything, and now they will get chased down by Kroq-Gars and shot once again in the back by skirmishers and chameleon skinks. It looks like we managed to prevent the Immortal from firing anymore with our Pterodon Rider Unit 1, and the other one was chasing around the enemy cavalry, and is now currently focusing down those war wagons, as we know it's fairly effective at doing damage to single entities or small entity units. Or low number entity units, you know what I mean. The same thing we use them in Tic-Tac-Toe's army for, essentially, especially as these guys were hard to chase down, and until they routed here at least, they really didn't want to fight our Kroq-Gars. Speaking of routing, it looks like that is sufficient, and we did manage to force the entire army to rout, and the battle is ours. Alrighty. Nice try there, Marcus, nice try. 45 HP on you, and one more hit from that blowgun should bring you down. Should bring you down. Nah, never on cue. Wow, you are taking forever to reload, but you can fire while moving, right? Oh man, I didn't check whether the skink chief can fire while moving. No, yeah, he can. There we go. Okay. I was a little bit concerned. Alrighty, and very, very nice. We are going to try to run after every unit we can, kind of like in the Chaos Dwarf campaign for those currently watching it. While we don't need the labor, we certainly don't want the army to come back and annoy us here. It looks like the settlement defenses did most definitely pay off this time around, even at Tier 1. I assume this place is a Tier 1. Though I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember what the garrison is like for Tier 1 versus Tier 2, but this seems like a fairly decent garrison to have against a fairly basic army. Plus, Marcus significantly buffs archers and huntsmen, which I believe he didn't have in the army at all, which is the AI's sort of blunder, especially as they're pretty darn easy to recruit, especially archers, being a Tier 1 unit and all. Yeah, I do think that the AI needs a few adjustments in order to force its units or its legendary lords that have a specific unit that they overbuff to specifically focus on getting that unit in its armies, because it's often a little bit odd but fairly common to find armies like this where it doesn't sort of leverage its strengths. Anyway, a heroic victory for us, and the nameless little skink chief, or I'm sure he had a name, but isn't actually a lord or a hero, that defended the place. And there goes Marcus's element of surprise. Well, alrighty, certainly a very fun battle, and I'm actually shocked still at how well that went. We really didn't take nearly as much damage as I would have thought. Marcus really should have been deployed together with the main force that he could knock out Kroq-Gar from behind his knights and whatnot, rather than where he was deployed, as he wasted most of his efforts. Yeah, and this is really quite unfortunate for him, as this was his element of surprise. This is when he declared war on us and the best time to take territories away from us, but alas, he met the dreaded Uno reverse. He's surprised and destroyed by us. We are going to 3k, pretty respectable. Let's take the 3k. Now, does he have another army nearby enough to actually attack us here? Yes, he does, at the Sentinels of Xhotl. This place is fairly far, though, and I don't think we're going to bother fighting it. I believe it also doesn't have a... Huh. 99% sure that this is a sally out sort of battle, as opposed to a settlement battle, right? I mean... Right? I don't know. Well, because if it has even minor defenses, I might be willing to fight it, at the very least to destroy the mortars. You know what, I think we'll save this for next time. Well, we'll see. If it says sally out, then we'll just probably just do a quick fight, but if not, we might actually fight it. Anyway, calling it here. Next time we continue, I guess, the renewed war with Marcus WULFHART, and finally finish off both Rakarth as well as Lord Skroq. Both of the factions are pretty much done for anyway, and should be a quick auto-resolve away from destruction. There's a village to find, there's more humans to eat. Stay tuned for it. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.